Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, and welcome back to GTA 5. And welcome to, we're up at the Vinewood Hills actually at the moment, just slightly off in the Vinewood Hills, so there's just over there a little bit. I guess this counts as the Vinewood Hills. Where's the Vinewood sign? I thought it was around here somewhere. It's around here somewhere. Anyway, I am up here because I am checking out my brand new off-roader. It is this thing right here. The LADA NIVA 6x6. This thing replaces the Dubster 6x6 that is already in the game, which is based on the Mercedes G series. But I think this is cooler because it's different. And you might notice it's incredibly dirty right now. And actually, it is a bit dented up. That's my own fault. I've been doing some off-roading and I've done quite a few crashes in this thing. But I just love how this looks, like all dirty and with the few dents and bumps and stuff. It makes it look so cool and real. And actually used, because normally if you got something like this, it's, I guess if you have a G series with a 6x6, you're probably not going to be using it off-road, because most people just get G6s because they look a bit sort of hip-hop and swaggy, and yeah, I'm cool, man. But these things, this is like a proper thing that you would use off-road. And it looks absolutely amazing with all the dirt and the mud and everything else as well. So I'm just going to answer a couple of quick questions, and then we're going to jump into modifying this thing, because it is modifiable. First one is from My Name's Miller. It says, seriously, please stop showing the finished product in the thumbnail. That is going by yesterday's video. Yesterday's video did not have the finished product in the thumbnail. I know I've done it in the past. I'm guilty of doing it in the past, but I haven't done it every time in the past, and I'm going to try and not do it in the future as well. Oh, there's the Vinewood sign. I'm going to try and not do it in the future as well. So, even though it was a modified car in that thumbnail, that was not the car that I did in the video. I'm trying to move away from doing that, but yes, I have been guilty of doing that in the past, and I can apologize for that. I didn't think it was that big of a problem, but then you guys pointed out what's the point of watching the video, and you know, I kind of agree, so there we go. And the next comment is from Regilio Burma. He says, please stop ignoring the lights. There are mods in there sometimes also. Yeah, I normally ignore the lights because I hate the xenon lights and I hate the neons. So I normally ignore that. But okay, from now on, I'm going to check the lights when we modify these cars, just in case there is something. But I didn't think there would be anything interesting. So here we are. This is what it's like. This is the inside. Pretty dull and boring looking. But I guess it's a LADA. It's basic. It's not supposed to be some sort of fancy car. Do the dials work? They do not. Okay, the dials do not work. That's one thing to point out. So we have to remember that. Oh, here we go. Let's go to this view so we can properly see. Oh, nice. I want to get some more dents on this thing to make it look more like it's been off-roaded. Where can we go? We can have a nice big crash. Oh, here we go. Down this bit of cliff. And there we go. Oh, nice. What's that done? Oh, that's taken that off. Oh, look at that. That is a 3D engine under there. Let's just get out and have a look at that. Let's jump into first-person mode so we can see that a bit clearer. Look at that. We've actually got a 3D engine. We can see we've got the air filter there. I guess it's a carburetor underneath that. I guess that's what it's supposed to be there. That's looking pretty sweet. That's nice. I do like seeing 3D engines inside of these things. It's not as fun when it's just a picture. 3D engines, always good. Can never complain about that. Right, so I guess now that we've damaged our car quite a bit, I think it's time for us to tune it and make it nice and super shiny and cool. And maybe we'll take it off-roading again and smash that one up too. So let's go down here and let's go to Los Santos Customs. Okay, here we are. And I've got to say, this thing looks really big and completely not welcome inside of a city landscape. Out in the wild, it looks great. But when you're in a city, you don't want to see this massive, huge thing driving about. Or you do, depending on what you think. But it just looks completely ridiculous. Maybe I think that's a good thing, actually. I like that it looks ridiculous in a city environment. So let's go in here and let's modify and clean this thing up. So first of all, of course, we're going to have to repair it. Oh my god, that is so much better already. Now that it's clean and shiny and everything, now you can see what it's supposed to look like when it's completely clean and not damaged. Okay, for this one, we're going to go full armor. Actually, no, let's not go for full armor, as I want to smash it up a little bit afterwards. Let's get some good brakes in this thing. Let's get a bumpers. Front bumpers, we have a chrome bull bar. We have bull bar and winch. This is nice. Bull bar and lights. Bull bar with winch and lights. And then we have a black bull bar and then the black bull bar with the lights and the winch. I think I quite like those lights, but I quite like just having the winch. Should we go for both? Let's go for both. That's pretty busy looking, and I think that's going to make it look more meaner. So we're going to go for that one. Rear bumpers. In fact, I might change that to black later on, possibly, depending on what color we pick. Rear bumpers, we have chrome rear guard, and black rear guard. Oh, look, the black rear guard looks so much cooler. Oh, let's go for that one. And let's go for black on the front as well. And we're just going to make the color lighter so that the black stands out a bit better. Because at the moment, you can't really see it. So we'll do that in a little bit. Engine, of course. Let's just upgrade that. Grills. We have... okay, these ones actually are for the Dubster. And they don't fit this one. So we're going to ignore all the grills. On the hood, we have off-road hood. Which... oh, it adds these little... okay, I think that one's supposed to be for the Dubster as well. But we do have this one with the spare wheel on the bonnet, and that one does work. That works. Although I'm not really a fan. No, I'm not going to go with that one. I'm not going to go with that one, as it's going to impair my visualness too much, and I don't think we need a spare wheel. I think if you've got a pickup truck like this, you could stick the spare wheel in the back. You don't need it on the bonnet, in my opinion. On the horn, we have, there are the standard horns. Nothing has changed there. On the lights, I'm checking the lights, we have headlights and neon lights, and that's it. There is no special thing in there, so we're going to ignore all of those. Plate, let's go for something. I'm going to go for style, completely over logic of the age of the vehicle, and I'm going to go for some black, as I think black looks cool. Respray, right, we're going to leave that to the end. We have roof. Okay, this is where it's going to get interesting. We have roof rack. Oh, no, that's cool. That is cool. Look at that. That is really just completely changed this car. Completely. Then we have roof rack with spotlights again. Oh, I see. We got them in the back as well this time. Nice. Okay. We also have this one, which has got some fuel things on the side. And then we have this that adds a little side step on the side. And it adds chains that hooks all the roof rack up to the front bull bars. That's pretty meaty. Should we go for the full thing? Let's just go for the full thing. And it's in black as well, so that's going to perfectly match our bull bars and our rear bumpers. That's great. Suspension, we could lower it. We could lower it, but yeah. I might actually try and do a pimped version of this that's not for off-roading in a second, just to see if it's possible, but I'm not sure if it will be. But we're going to not do the suspension for now, as it looks pretty cool, all jacked up. Transmission, let's go for some race transmission. Turbo, of course. Wheels, let's go for some off-road wheels this time. And apparently off-road wheels makes you get faster. If like you were to stick off-road wheels on a supercar in this game, it makes it faster because it takes the bumps better. I didn't know that was a thing. Apparently that's a thing. We might have to do some sort of Mythbusters thing, testing all these things out at some point, because I keep getting told all these things in the comments, and I don't know how real they are. So we definitely have to check that out at some point. So we have all these different wheels to pick from. What should we go for? I think they actually look better than the wheels that were on there before. They're slightly wider, they're more textured, they're more detailed, and they're a slightly darker colour, so I think that looks great. So it doesn't really matter, actually. I think they all look pretty awesome, apart from that one. Not really a fan of those ones. Should we go for these ones? They're perhaps a bit too blingy, actually, if we're going to go off-roading. Maybe we'll go for something a bit more... yeah, see, something like that, maybe. Or maybe this, or this. Actually, let's go for this one. Actually, I quite like that. So let's go for the Amazon wheels. And we can change our wheel colours. Should we make them dark as well? Anthracite black. Ooh, or black steel. I'm thinking anthracite black. I'm thinking. And tyres, we have the custom tyres with the writing. I'm not going to go for those on those tyres. And bulletproof tyres we'll ignore. Smoke we'll ignore. And that is... oh, apart from the windows, we can do a little light smoke. Let's go for a little light smoke. Sure, why not? And let's go to respray. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to go for a metallic this time, as I always seem to go for the standard sort of normal colours in the gloss. So I'm going to go for a metallic with this one and make it look really nice and sweet. Look at this. Ooh. Ooh, that's probably a bit too blingy, but I quite like that colour, actually. That's a nice colour. What can we go for? That's a nice colour. That's a Cabernet Red or Candy Red. Metallics. I keep forgetting how cool metallics look, actually. I don't know why I don't go for these more often. That is super shiny. Orange, bright orange, gold, bronze, yellow. Oh, I do like the yellow. I'm always going for yellow. It's that Figureight yellow colour. We've got to go for it most of the time. Nothing else is standing out to me, actually. All of these are sort of blue. Not really. Blue doesn't really excite me. It just doesn't excite me in this game. Or much in real life, actually. Really depends on the car. Really depends on what shade of blue. But, yeah. This one looks pretty cool. Sienna brown. Looks kind of dark orangey. Oh, we can go for moss brown. Yeah, see, this is it. I just thought, let's go for a matte. Seems like it's a 4x4. Let's go for a matte paint. and go for something pretty sort of drab. Oh yeah, look at that. Green, forest green, foliage green, olive drab. Oh, here we go. Dark earth. Maybe we'll go for one of these. Oh, these are great. Should we go for a desert tan? I'm thinking desert tan. I think that looks awesome. Let's go for a desert tan. Or maybe something darker. Foliage green is not something I'd usually go for. Maybe olive drab. In fact, let's go for olive drab. I'm going to go for olive drab as it makes it look a bit more like an army car. And I think for that reason, it looks totally awesome. There we go. Check that out. That is fantastic. I'm going to actually try and pimp one out and make it all blingy in just a second. But I want to take this out into the wilderness of the Vinewood Hills and see how this looks. Okay, now we're up in the hills. Now it's starting to look like it's at home. And I thought, yeah, here we go. Let's just try and smash this up just a little bit. I just want to get a few dents and everything else just to make it look a bit less shiny. Something fell off there. I think that was a door. Oh, it would have been nice if that hadn't fallen off, actually. I'd have liked to have kept the doors. Oh, man. In fact, let's just fix that and try again. I want to try and get a really good smash on it. So I'm going to turn... Also, I'm going to go to paint menu. I'm going to go to dirt level. And I'm just going to speed up the dirt process. Oh, here we go. Look at that. The matte olive drab with the dirt. That's looking spectacular, actually. Here we go. Let's just go. Whoa! Okay, that was awesome. That's going to give us a little bit of damage on the front, I think. I want to try and flip it around. Oh, this is going to be great. If we could just smash this down into here and try and drive up here. That's going to give us a little bit of damage on the roof. There we go. What's our damage like? We've got a little bit of a dent there on the bumper. Otherwise, it's actually looking pretty solid. I've got to say, oh, the rear bumper's fallen off. There we go. So it has got some damage. There is our damaged LADA NIVA 6x6. That looks awesome. That looks totally awesome. It looks completely fitting for off-road. So much better than the Dubster 6x6, especially for off-roading. That's definitely more of a show-offy car. Although it's not actually. I think the G-Series is meant to be a proper off-road vehicle. But most people use them as sort of like driving around town, which is like the complete... It's not what you want to do with a G-Series Mercedes, but that's what everyone does with them. And do you know, I think they look. I think they look cool in the city. They look cool everywhere. Actually, I've got to say the G-Series. I'm quite a fan of the G-Series, even though I imagine if I was to drive one around town and have it all pimped out, it would probably be a terrible thing to drive comparatively to like a Land Rover or Range Rover or something like that. Right, let's try and let's just actually just take this one back in. I'm going to try and see if I can bling it up. Maybe, and get it all slammed to the ground. So let's give it a try. Okay, here we are for round 2. So first of all, repair vehicle and just watch as it all gets relatively shiny and not dirty. Oh my god, that's such a huge change. Okay, right. I'm going to go for the nice chrome bumpers without the winch and everything else. Something like that, or maybe with the lights as well. In fact, let's just not go for the lights. Let's go for the chrome ball bar. Rear bumpers, we want them chrome. Engine, we're going to keep all that grille. We don't have to change hood. We have that. Oh, we're not going to have that, are we? Let's go to roof and get rid of all of that because that's definitely not cool if you want to make it all blingy. Suspension, we're going to slam it, but I'm also going to use the slam it thing from the menus mod in just a minute as well to make it super, super low. And apart from that, we're going to want to... let's just change the wheels first and then we're going to go for a respray. Let's go for high end. What have we got? Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, that's... Should make it like, okay, that is really tasteless and blingy. But maybe we should go for that one. In fact, what have we got in the SUV section? Oh, here we go. This is the sort of... Oh, man, they are horrible looking wheels. Especially these. Look at them. Ugh, they're so yucky. Definitely not a fan of those big sort of... I like VIP cars, but I often don't like the style of the wheel, I have to say. Should we just go for that as a standard? And let's just go for... I don't know. Maybe we should make that... We can't do a chrome, can we? So we just go for an alloy colour. That's just going to add text to the tyres. We don't really want that. I guess that's it. Let's go to respray then. Go to metallic. And I'm going to go for that blingy orange that we saw a minute ago. That reddy orange. Lava red. Look at that. That's proper bling. Do we not have a chrome wheel? I want more chrome on these wheels. They're not really... blingy enough for me. Okay, these have got some chrome in them. That's got chrome. Oh, let's just go for that one. Let's just go for that one. Okay. And here we are trying to bling it up. It's still got a massive load of poke and they're still super wide wheels, so I don't know. But let's try and slam it now. So I'm going to go to menus mod, vehicle options, go to slam it. And we're just going to go... Oh, that's... Oh, we could have made it higher. I forgot about that. Although we can see that the suspension does look a bit odd in that case. So actually, that's probably a bad idea. And the car is sliding sideways. Okay, that's weird. Okay, it was actually lifting the car up off the ground slightly. So the handling was completely ruined there. Yeah, that wasn't going to work. Okay, let's go further down, and right slammed to the point that we could actually drive on the side of buildings. And there it is, completely slammed to the ground. It looks too stupid with those wheels sticking out. It does not look right whatsoever. But perhaps you like that thing. Perhaps you want it to look complete. It looks like a train. Look at all those wheels. It looks like a train. That is fantastic. So there we go, guys. That is the LADA NIVA. If you've got all the way to the end of the video, what is our secret word? I'm thinking about something about Russia. What can we say about Russia? What is a stereotypically Russian? Vodka! Say vodka in the comments. If you got all the way to the end of this video and you've watched the whole thing through, you can say the word vodka in the comments. And don't forget, guys, to leave comments and questions in the comment section below, and I will answer them / feature them in the next video. But there we go. That is it. Thank you all very much for watching. I want to crash just so I can see what sort of crash damage we're going to get from a full max speed. Let's go to end the video. Oh, where can we crash? There's nowhere to crash. I want to get like a big solid wall, but there's nothing here. Unless we turn off. Okay, I'm going to turn off here. Here we go. Oh my god, that was nice. That was a nice spin. Although I don't think it changed the car that much. No. Although I did kill someone. That was terrible. That held up really well. So there we go, guys. That is it. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.